That's what we want right there.
Goodbye, junk.
I've been waiting to do this one for quite a while.
You guys want to see what came today? You can see I've already got one out and deployed there. Floor coverings, we really need them. Andrew dropped like a tool or something on my newly painted floor, and it's still not even fully cured. It's dry. It takes 30 days to cure. And so we just sort of decided, you know what? We're going to spring for some carpets and eventually flooring, but that's a later project. But let's open the box. This box looks like it had a rough ride. But let's get it open. All right. I have 2 under pads and 2 outer pads, and this is a too small of a space to keep this box. So I'm going to kick it out and come back to you in a minute. There's so many options for these Ruggables. They are print to order. A lot of them. Some are in stock. The little one came from a warehouse, but I think the big ones, these 2 big ones, are print to order. I got the standard pad. I didn't get the extra cushiony one. People had said that they're more raised up, and I was concerned that I was going to wipe out. So what they say you're supposed to do with these is roll them up. The underpad is has like a rubbery backing on one side, and then this side is like the not fluffy side of Velcro, and it sticks to the soft fluffy side here, and you're supposed to roll it out and like press it in. How long do you think it's going to take before this is just a matted hairball of my hair? Yeah, I don't know. But we're going to find out, and I'll report back. I'm so excited about this. These weren't super cheap, but they were comparable to the Costco price. Prime, in a pattern that I found matched my mobile, and so I went with it. All right, let's do the one in front of the door. I'll report back in a minute. Oh man, all the bending over is definitely making my head feel like it's going to explode with this cold I have. Yuck. All right, let's get this one out. Oh boy. Ooh, look at that coverage. It was like it was made for that spot. All right. Ugh. All right, I need to center it so it's not rolled up, and then let's see how it looks. What do you think?
They feel nice.
Yeah?
I like them.
I think it'll protect the floor.
Yep. From me.
From you, mostly. That is true. Ha ha ha.
So, how are you feeling?
Pretty congested, actually. I would really, really like a cup of tea, if possible.
I'll get on that.
Would you make that for me?
Yep.
I'm also thinking of making soup for 1.
Any chance you could make that soup for 2?
I'll feed you also, Andrew.
Okay, okay. I know your favorite place to sit is on the floor.
It is.
So any regrets about not buying the cushion pad versus the standard?
It's too hard to tell, I think, at this point. We'll see how these wear. I was concerned that the more plush pad underneath would be a trip hazard. So I didn't want to buy it. But just sitting here, this is even more comfortable than the plywood. So, and I sit on the floor a lot.
Yes, you do.
So
maybe one of these days we can get you a beanbag chair if we can figure out where to store it.
I would love that. I would love that.
I imagine you're in a big nest, basically. Yeah. It's good.
Yeah? Okay. I'm gonna let this simmer on low for a little while. I've put out a parts buffet on the table. Since we're not installing the lift kit, we have a bunch of other stuff we can do, so go pick what you like.
What will I choose next? Let's do these. These are red lit water heater switches, so we can tell at a glance if the water heater is on or off. So I'm hoping this will help us use our resources a little more efficiently. Maybe have a little cost savings too.
Looks like I need a Phillips screwdriver.
I'm just double checking myself here. There's an answer key that'll tell you the power wires, provided your trailer hasn't been modified. The original Airstream wiring is color coded. And so the pink circuit is the power wires for the water heater. So that's what I see on the switch. And I was just double checking. I knew which ones were correct because they're not labeled on the back of the switch.
That carpet looks really great under you. How does that feel?
Oh, it's pretty good.
I know you were missing it when we were doing the shower.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Yeah, no, it's good. The addition of a ground wire for the third connection on the red switch is the main thing that's taken up the time so far. Now that I know how to do it, the next one's going to be a lot faster. As always, this quick project is taking way longer than I anticipated. Fits nicely. I'll just transfer the wires over. That's what we want right there. We've switched from a 2-prong switch to a 3-prong. The change means that you need a ground wire for the 3rd prong, and I've opted to run this one back through the wall and down to our fuse panel where I can use the bus bar to connect that ground wire. If you want to do something similar and you don't have quick access to your fuse panel, you could run the ground wire to the Airstream wall. I found one of the hardest parts of this process was taking out this switch. I'm now going to go to the second one. Hopefully this one goes easier. I really need to be careful so I don't break the bezel. I'm hoping this one comes out easier.
Does it have little tabs? What holds it in, Andrew?
Little tabs, and then it's got a sharp spot on the back, so it's hard to push your thumb. Here, let me show you how this works. Down in here out of sight, I've got this tab.
Can you put your hand behind it because it's for focus? Oh yeah, I see it. Okay.
This tab here, and it's hard to trigger it and then force the switch back out the front. Didn't catch it on camera, but my technique was to just put the screwdriver in the center of the back of that switch and just force it straight through.
Did we break the tabs?
No, I think the tabs are good.
Because that's still a good 12-volt switch.
Yeah. If we need to, we can reuse this switch somewhere. Pink wire goes at the bottom. White wire in the middle. Last, our new ground. I've got heat shrink on the grounds, and I'm just going to come back and shrink that up. Well, I think I like the look of the black buttons better, but this is our house, and in terms of functionality, I think the red switches are going to help us. We've got our labeling back, we've got the electric side, and the propane side.
And just at a glance, we'll be able to tell
if we've left it on.
Which I think we do a lot, actually.
Yeah, I think we leave it on all night and don't need to. All right, let's get to the next project.
What's the plan for your next project for the project buffet?
Right here.
Oh, my outdoor shower.
Outdoor shower.
Ooh, open that baby up.
Looks like we got some little pieces here. The main event's still in the box. Here we go. Ooh, I like that.
I thought you would like that.
That looks nice. It's got a nice heavy all metal feel and definitely seems like much better quality than the one that's in there.
I thought you'd like the finish.
Yeah, no, the finish is nice.
Like matches the trailer.
It looks like we've got 3 options. One of them is going to be quick connect, and I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to pop open some of these fittings just so we can see what they are. These are hose quick connect, threaded plumbing fit, quick connect, and then this will go on here so we can put a quick connect hose. Eventually, we'd like to change all the hoses that we use on the Airstream to quick connect.
Whatever you do, don't say this is going to be a quick project. It takes as long as it takes, because so far our track record with our quick projects has been pretty rough.
Yeah, popping out 2 switches did take longer than you'd think.
It does come with instructions.
Yeah. Lots of good pictures.
Let's go outside.
That is pretty gross.
You guys want to see how awesome this thing works?
Anybody want to take a shower? Got all day.
All right, let's get that removed.
Yes. Could you, if you don't mind, turning off the water pressure?
Yep. Oh boy, the mosquitoes. They're coming for me.
They're biting her through her leggings. Meanwhile, I'm naked from the knees down and, well, they don't like me.
Okay.
Ready?
I need more layers.
What if they get inside your mosquito tent?
Listen, okay? I'm not like you, where the bugs just, they like go towards Andrew and they're like, ugh, and then they come towards me instead and they're like, delicious. All right.
She has the welts to prove it. How many screws you got there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ready? Ooh, that's gonna be really straightforward. Looks like we got it.
All right. That's not terrible. Let's get this removed. On our trailer, it seems all hand tight, which is great for me. Whoop. All right. Goodbye, junk. Ah, you're spraying me. Stop. Wow. What a difference that makes. Like, it's just so much better looking.
That it is. I believe the big plate goes on the box and the gasket goes on the back side.
You think this gasket goes on the backside and one goes one way and one goes the other? Look. One is smooth.
Are they different? That's weird.
Oh, tricky. This one has a manufacturing issue. It has 2 stuck together. Okay, so I think it goes like this. In here like this. Okay, so there's foam rubbery gaskets on the inside. And then there's on the same on the outside. And the washers.
I'm glad you figured out the gaskets.
And then these feel like really nice. Like a really high-end like fidget spinner or something. Like, that's nice. I'm gonna loosen these two. And then you tighten this down. And then the screws act as a lock nut.
I like this. It's a little more secure. The other one was just hand tight.
It's so robustly built. I like the way it feels.
I like it.
I thought you would. Okay. Let's do it. In this trailer, I have plenty of room on these fittings. There's one started. Whoops. Hot water. Just check the, yeah. I just started them. I haven't really tightened them in, but I'm doing that now. Ah, mosquitoes. This threads on really easy if it's not cross-threaded. Just a heads up for anybody who wants to do this project. I'll put a link for this faucet in the description below. I like the way it feels. Of course, we haven't tested it yet, which I plan to do very, very shortly before I push it back into the wall. I'm not seeing any water leaking, and while I'm here, I should just check the other fittings. Okay, can I have a hose, please? Oh, ooh, hot. That's hot water. Yeah. Ooh, hot, hot, hot.
Seems like it's all working. Any signs of leak when that?
No, it looks really good. I think I'm gonna stitch this back up.
Okay, okay.
Oh, man.
Just about tight.
Just about. Does this change the hose sprayer that you're gonna want?
Not sure. Really happy with how this is working though. Does get hot.
It does.
Yeah. But no, this is way better than that. I don't think we want to store this in here.
Okay. What I'd really like to do is eventually put quick connects on those type of hoses, and then I just have one hose that I can move around my trailer as needed.
Yeah, I'd like to have these just on the body. That'd be good.
I'm making soup for one. I'm gonna finely chop the cabbage, and then I'll scramble an egg and egg drop it. Ginger, green onions, finely sliced cabbage. And in here, it's lemon and some bouillon. And then I'm gonna add my ginger, my green onion, and let that simmer. Some protein, because I have it. Careful. And then the cabbage. Well, that simmers. I'm gonna clean up. Submerge that. gonna transfer this to a bowl because I'm a spaz. I'm gonna do it in the sink and simmering for a minute. Oh, see, in the sink. It's time to sit down and eat. I've got the dishes all done. Let me show you. Ooh, that's really hot. All right, let's taste this. I'm gonna eat this. Doesn't make a lot of dishes. It only takes about 10 minutes. It's awesome. It was really good. Warm, spicy, salty, flavorful. At the end I got some ginger, really cleared my sinuses. I think I'm on the up ramp of getting sick. Hopefully in a day or so I'll be on the down slope, back to feeling better, but this was the right move, I think, for me. I see you've already picked from the buffet and removed the microwave?
He'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna do some lighting up here, and I'm gonna use this to switch it so that when we open the door, the lights come on.
Alrighty.
So we have a couple of rolls of this stuff that we were expecting to install in Dreamboat, but ultimately we sold him and we kept some of the lighting. I get up really early in the morning and Shauna's still sleeping, and it'd be really nice if I could get into this cabinet and get my coffee making supplies and close it up if it were lit. Now I'm just measuring the distance I need, and then I'm going to cut this light strip.
We still have a lot to use of this. We can solder connections on it right in there and continue to use this strip.
The way these cabinets are made, there's just a tiny slot here. I'm trying to wiggle this up in, and it will help to hold it in place. I'm taking advantage of a little slot here in the shelf where I can run this up through, and on the next level down I'll use it to hide the wires. What wire's stuck? I'm going to take advantage of the fuse panel at the bottom of this cabinet, and I'm going to wire up a brand new circuit on its own fuse to where I can tie into the switch for the door and to the light so that the lights come on when the door opens.
Can you come help me lift this off? I've decided this is probably the fastest way to get to the back wall of this cabinet.
Okay. How can I help?
We're going to lift it up and that way.
Okay.
Just watch your feet.
So this just picks straight. Oh.
It's not terrible.
Oh, I don't like those hinges. Look at that. The glides?
Yep, we know that these were low enough that they were an issue. We've had these glides exposed before. They're a little bit ugly, but they are working. The main goal for taking the pantry out is to get this run of wire organized better so that it doesn't catch on the pantry and is in fact secured back and drops down one more level.
I've got the wire connected here, and I'm going to put a fuse to complete this circuit when I'm done wiring it. But for right now, we've got a wire here, and the ground will go over in this bus bar.
This is just a quick electrical project. So of course I've got the electrical panel out, the pantry out, the microwave out, all the stuff out, but they work. Stay tuned. So here we go. Test of magnetic switch. So this simulates door open, door closed, light on, light off. Don't mind the cabinet mess. We'll organize that eventually. I'm going to start with organizing these wires so that everything is tucked back out of the way and safe. I may be overthinking this, but what I've done is release this hinge because I can secure this to the wall right here behind the hinge with this little guy and essentially hide it from view with the hinge. See how it goes. Pretty happy about this, and I haven't showed Shauna yet. I don't know exactly what the thickness of 3 of these Wagos would be, but check this out. 3 Wagos is exactly the space here, and I can tuck them in and they stay, and all the wires are up and neat. So do you think she'll be as impressed with me as I am? All right, time to put the pantry back, microwave back, get everything plugged up correctly before we get too far ahead of ourselves. And we should be okay. I'll get this cabinet organized. I'll take you up to Coffee Land in just a minute and show you kind of the final look of everything. I'm happy with how that came out. The switch, this is the first time we've used that style, and I think I'll like it. They're pretty low profile and out of the way, and I think that was a good thing to try. So last thing I've got to do is put the panel back in place and clean up all the little cut bits of wire that I've got everywhere. Now, as you can see, coffee is properly illuminated.